Okay, Aries, for April 2025, the first decan of Aries, you are dealing with the Eight of Wands reversed, which talks about frustration, delays, having discernment with things, kind of holding off on things until you are more sure. You may be unsure about an opportunity that you have to do something, but listen to your gut and, beware of making rash or hasty decisions. Okay, now the second decan of an Aries is going through the Three of Pentacles, and that talks about creativity, teamwork, rising in the ranks. It talks about success, utilizing your skills. There's an upswing in productivity, and you could be having some sort of achievement being reached, and you could be being celebrated for something creative. Okay, and the third decan of Aries has the Two of Swords, which talks about choices being in front of you, but you're kind of indecisive. You don't know. You're choosing not to make a decision on something. Peace could be restored in a situation, but it's still like uncertain of where it's going, because you're not choosing. Okay, or someone here is not choosing because you want to carefully consider the situation and be willing to balance your needs with the needs of other people involved. Okay. First decan of Taurus, you are dealing with the Seven of Pentacles, which typically talks about perseverance, maybe looking at something as an investment, a profit or reward. So you could be, you could need to have faith in the long term for the outcome of your efforts put into something. Okay, so you're investing in something because you just feel like it'll pay off. Okay, try to resist thinking you should change course. Go ahead and stay on the path and see which rewards you can get from this. Now, the second decan is dealing with the Eight of Pentacles, and that talks about education, entrepreneurship, work. Okay, you're working on something. You could be working hard. Commission, craftsmanship, work skills. That's pretty much, what this talks about. It will pay off. Okay. Now, the third decan of Taurus is dealing with the Judgment card, and Judgment talks about a choice, a decision, really. Okay. A significant life change might be occurring as a project or relationship kind of moves towards a conclusion. It might be time to examine or review your previous actions, or you're reviewing somebody else's actions, okay? And making a judgment here. Of Gemini, you have the Knight of Cups. That talks about charm, romance, affection, new relationships. It could be a temporary good time, and things like that, a short-lived romantic affair, things like that. But those are the kind of energies that you're looking at. If we go to the second decan of Gemini, you're dealing with the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles talks about charity, generosity. You're giving to someone. You could be gifting someone something or agreeing to just give to someone in some way. It's a person or a worthy cause. You could also get an unexpected bonus or payout, or simple appreciation from a friend or business associate or something like that's coming in for you. Now, the third decan is dealing with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords makes decisions that are better for her. Okay, she makes whatever's going to have it pan out the best for her. That's what she does. She's not putting anyone else's needs above hers, although she is intelligent, eloquent, and loyal. She's strategic. And that's the energies that you are dealing with. Either you're being that way or someone else around you is. Okay, the first decan of Cancer is dealing with the Tower. And the Tower upright talks about a sudden shock or loss that creates great insecurity. It could be the collapse of an idea or a relationship. Something is, ending here. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger type of energy is what you're dealing with for the first decan of Cancer. The second decan of Cancer is dealing with the Six of Cups, and that talks about nostalgia, reunion, innocence, fond memories, old friends and acquaintances, you know, can brush back into your life. This card notes a positive influence. Do know that. Now, the third decan of Cancer is the Knight of Wands upside down. That talks about scattered energy, impulsiveness, frustration, delays, maybe even insincerity, whether it's you or another person. Warning about this warns you about maybe people talking with no substance, promising you something they're not going to do, you know, things of that nature. They can be enthusiastic, but, you know, just don't necessarily believe, you know, that they're going to be as helpful as you think. Okay, Leo. The first decan of Leo is dealing with the Knight of Cups, new relationships, charm, affection, a temporary good time, you know, a short-lived love affair, or just a romantic energy is what you guys are dealing with, charm and affection. The second decan is dealing with the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups talks about unified love, relationships, partnerships, relationships, unified love, attraction, being on the same level. There could be a reconciliation after a rift. This talks about promise and favor as far as engagement and as far as close friendships and relationships. The third decan is dealing with the Knight of Wands, which talks about passion, energy, action, adventure, success. Things could be falling into place. It's also a short-lived energy. Like I like to explain the Knight of Wands like, you know, when you have like an alley cat around your house and you feed it, it'll stay around on your porch for like 3 weeks. Then the next thing you know, it's gone. So it could be that kind of energy too. It could come in really passionate and then just leave, you know, on a dime. So just be mindful. You know, in order to get something to materialize, you'll have to get a more grounded energy going. The first decan of Virgo is dealing with the Page of Swords upside down. This talks about gullibility, undelivered promises, and mischief. Deception is a possibility here. It's hard to know where it's coming from. It could be a lot of negative gossip. Just keep your eyes peeled for subtle misinformation, you know, being thrown your way to throw a wrench in things, you know. Consider new agreements very carefully as well, okay? Now, the second decan of Virgo is dealing with the Six of Cups, and that talks about nostalgia, reunion, innocence, fond memories, old friends and acquaintances may come back into your life. It's just a positive influence and even accomplished, you know, at times, okay? But it's definitely surrounded by fond memories and things like that. Now, for the third decan, you are dealing with the Ten of Pentacles. That talks about inheritance, wealth, establishment, family, retirement, stability. You're making some type of money, some type of generational wealth, or it's just a favorable time with money, marriage, or financial benefits in general, okay? The first decan of Libra is dealing with the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands talks about stress, burden, hard work, responsibility. You got a lot going on right now, a lot on your shoulders, and you got to kind of push through. You know, some things might be too hard for you and you might want to try later, you know, but there's definitely, you need to rest, take some time to work through a few things, or let the dust settle before you achieve your goals, because there's some type of stress or burden here weighing you down. Now, the second decan of Libra is dealing with the Ace of Swords, or the King of Swords, which talks about intellect, clear thinking, authority, ambition. The King of Swords is very strategic at problem solving, okay? He's very good at delegating. He's very efficient, logical, and that's what you're sometimes harsh, okay? But you could be seen as this way, or you could need to be that way, or dealing with someone who is like that. The third decan is dealing with the Knight of Cups, which talks about charm, affection, new relationships, friends, short-lived romantic affairs, a temporary good time. It's not a lasting phenomenon, but it's romantic nonetheless, okay? Okay, Scorpio. The first decan of Scorpio is dealing with the Six of Cups, which talks about reunion, innocence, fond memories, nostalgia, old friends coming back into your life. It's just a really nostalgic energy. Okay. Now the second decan is dealing with I believe the Two of Cups. Yeah, the Two of Cups, which talks about being on the same level as somebody, having the same values, a unified love or partnership, attraction. It could be a reconciliation after a rift. But this is a favorable promise, creative teams, friendships, and things of that nature. Okay. Now, the third decan of Scorpio is dealing with the Magician. You have all the tools you need to build what you want. Skill, logic, intellect. You're taking action this month. You have what you need to manifest your goals. So just keep it up. Okay, the first decan of Sagittarius, first decan of Sagittarius is dealing with the Eight of Swords. This is self-imposed mental imprisonment, isolation. A project or a relationship might be failing and you feel unable to repair it, or you're stuck and you can't make a decision and you're holding yourself in a self-imposed imprisonment. Okay, try to work out of the emotional lethargy. Maybe you need to pray or simply realize that this is self-imposed. Okay, now the second decan of Sagittarius is dealing with the Seven of Pentacles, which talks about investing in something. You're looking at something and knowing you're going to get some reward from it. You're trying to find your vision as it pertains to it. You're persevering through something. Resist thinking you should change course. Stay on your path and try to go ahead and work on what you're going to get here, because there you could see some definite benefit, but you might need faith in the long-term outcome of your efforts. And the third decan is dealing with the Knight of Cups, charm, affection, romance. It's a temporary good time, more than a long-lasting thing. It could be, it's just a flirty energy, new relationships, new friends, and things like that. It's a celebratory energy too, as far as social. Decan of Capricorn. First decan of Capricorn, you're dealing with the Seven of Cups. There's a lot of options before you. Got a lot of choices and fantasy at your disposal. This could just be wishful thinking as well. This could be the grass is greener on the other side. So you might want to really look at what you have in front of you and assess it. If it's not about you choosing something, I mean, it kind of is, because it's about opportunities and invitations coming your way. You're unsure of which way to go or which opportunity to take up. Okay, now the second decan of Capricorn is dealing with the Four of Wands, harmony, celebrations, home satisfaction. It represents positivity and harmony, whether it's positive results in love or with family. There's happiness and joy here. Appreciate what you have and, celebrate it. The Ace of Swords is what the third decan of Capricorn is dealing with in April. And that talks about victory, success, power, mental clarity, breakthroughs. You could find something out, have the clarity that you need to move forward in a situation or leave a situation or whatever you need to do. You are making a decision on a bigger level for which you'll need a clear head. And that's what you're getting, this clarity this month. Okay, the first decan of Aquarius is dealing with the King of Pentacles. This is security, abundance, discipline, problem solved. This is a very structured and stable king. Money is stable. This talks about keeping promises. This talks about favorable investments in property, employment, or business. These are just really abundant energies. Now, the second decan of Aquarius is dealing with the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles talks about creativity, teamwork, rising in the ranks among your peers, creative abilities being strengthened, things flowing more smoothly. It could be a new home, a new business location, but there's an upswing in success and enthusiasm when you have this Three of Pentacles here, or you're trying to build something. Third decan is dealing with the Ten of Swords. There's some type of defeat, loss, or endings here. It could have been a bad ending, the dramatic or harsh ending, but something is finally over because something has come to light. So just get ready for new opportunities, because this energy is ended and maybe it needs to leave and usher something in new. But there is definitely an ending here, or a loss. Pisces 1447. Pisces, the first decan is dealing with the Page of Cups, which talks about creative beginnings, guidance, good news about a relationship. For some, it could be someone hearing about a baby or someone being pregnant But other than that, it's a social or creative influence, a romantic love. Maybe even some of you are even receiving an apology from someone. Okay. Now, the second decan of Pisces is dealing with the Page of Wands. You guys have a lot of pages going on. That talks about exploration, enthusiasm, discovery, caution, progress. There could be communication or good news coming your way, but pay attention. It brings encouraging new ideas, but it could be unbridled enthusiasm. So be sure to check the facts on whatever someone is bringing to you, because it could be rumors or gossip, but there is communication coming your way nonetheless. The third decan of Pisces is dealing with the Eight of Wands. It talks about travel, good news coming in while you're traveling, good news coming in about travel, action, speed, swift changes, movement. Positive good news is coming your way. Okay, your contributions are recognized and you could feel valued and able to connect with others and share your goals as well. That's what I have for you guys for April. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you guys next month.